So what you're looking at is a mini fridge wrap from armwraps.com. The only one that has this design, custom design. So if you're looking for something cool like for a mini fridge wrap, go to armwraps.com. Hi, welcome to Arm Wraps. My name is Randy Miller, and today I'm going to show you how to change the look of your mini fridge and make it look more fun. This is actually a brand new mini fridge that I got at Walmart, and so we're going to wrap it all the way around, top, bottom, and sides. And all the mini fridges, new mini fridges now, they have a little lip right here, so they don't have a handle anymore. So I'm going to show how to cut this around here, cut around the edges, and just get it all prepped out before we even start. So what I normally do is I have, it's a rubbing alcohol and water mixed in, so I make it nice and clean around the sides. And so what I'm going to do, I'll show you real quick. So when you order the mini fridge wrap, I'm asking if you can measure the doors, and if you're gonna do a full wrap, what I'm gonna do is you can do the width and the height of the door, and also the thickness of the door on the measurements, and also on the sides. What I normally do is you do the depth and the height, and I add an extra inch or inch and a half right here, so it'll loop over. And so when you receive it, it'll be in a tube, it'll be rolled up, and this is what it will look like. This is actually a full wrap right here. And there's going to be extra pieces, it's going to overlap. I believe this is the door right here, or yeah, the door. And this is going to be the sides, you can see that, and the other side. So on this one, I call it the wooden box, and this is only on Arm Wraps, and the images is, I'm starting to get more and more custom design Arm Wraps products on there, so no one else has it. So the first thing I do, well, the tools you'll need and you're gonna get is the scraper and an X-Acto knife, and that's what you'll need. And it's free of charge. I'm not gonna charge anyone, and I'm doing the best customer service I can. So it just makes it easier for you guys to wrap your mini fridge. So I'm cleaning all the way around, making sure it's nice and clean. And there's a top part of this piece right here, as you can see. I'm just going to leave it flat. I'm just going to take it off because it pops up. Basically, this is what it's designed for, is you can change the door on both sides. So if you want to open on this side, or if you want to open on this side, that's all it is. And I'll probably just put it right here for now. Okay. So after I get all that prepped out, I like to hit the doors first. Okay. I'll make sure everything is pretty close or exactly where I want it to be. Okay. So what I do, I pull it down about 5 inches, the backing. As you can see right here, basically what it does, it tacks it onto the corners, and you can pull it and readjust it and move it around. And this is on the air release vinyl. It's a matte sheen, so you don't see a lot of gloss, and that's what I like, is you don't, it's just irritating when you look at something that's high gloss and you see reflection. It doesn't do justice for the picture. Okay, so next, what I do, aim for the corners. And usually I sometimes mark it, and it's right about there. Right about there, and there's a little. You can't see it on the videos, but you can see a little marks right here and here. So that's what I'm doing. Is I'm aiming right for the corners, and I just kind of use my fingers right there. Bring it down. Make sure it overlaps everything from the corners to the edge. And like I said, you're going to have extra, and that's the reason why you get the X-Acto knife going. Okay, here's a squeegee you need to get, and you will receive a squeegee. So you just kind of lift it up, and like I said, I double checked everything. It's right on every corner. It's going right down the middle. I can feel it right there. So yeah, it's going right down. So, and if you get it on and you still think it's crooked or anything, you can actually pull it up and move it around and then put it right back down. And that's the beauty of the air release vinyl. It's very simple. So right now what I'm doing is I'm doing it at a 45-degree angle, and I'm slowly just walking it over. And if you get a little crease like this, that's fine. You just pull it up, and you just kind of walk it down. Just take your time, and that crease is gone. You can't see it on the camera, on the video right now, but there was a little crease right there. The reason why I started this RM wraps business is because as an artist, I love adventures, and I'm so tired of people, or just black and white mini fridges and refrigerators and doors. There's not a lot of heart. There's not a lot of market in this business, and so what I'm going to do, is one of the top mini fridge, refrigerator, door wrap companies out there, and slowly building the business and doing it right, taking my time. Also, anyone can wrap a mini fridge, but I truly love the RM wraps business and what I do. I really enjoy it. So when you order, we do a lot of custom designs, so if you don't see what we like, you can actually tell us what you like. If you're looking for a baseball theme or anything like that, if you enjoy vintage looks like what you're seeing right now, I really enjoy vintage looks. I'll definitely we can come up with a lot of ideas. So. And granted, I've been doing this for a little bit, and I have a little more practice, but all my customers are telling me, you make it look so easy on the videos, and I'm nervous about doing it. And I said, don't worry about it. When you get it on there, or get it, I can help you. And sometimes I do little video calls, live video calls. Okay, so what I'm doing right now is I'm looking for air bubbles, and you can actually massage it right out, and so far it looks really good. So it just makes it easy. Easy. Sorry about that. Make sure you have a sharp blade. If you don't get, if I didn't give you a blade. So what I normally do is I keep the material too until at the very end of the job. Okay, so how are we looking so far? I mean, it looks pretty good. Okay, so next on the top, people always are. Some people are asking me, what do I do for the top? So what I do is I sneak it in, make sure it's all nice and tight. Now what I do is I wrap it. I just walk it with my thumb. If you can see that, I know it's kind of far away. And kind of walk it down. Okay, so what I'm seeing right here, it's snagging a little bit. Not snagging, but okay. And usually I use a heat gun. And it softens up a little bit. And I'm just using my fingernails right now. Or you can actually use your squeegee. Either way. You just kind of walk it right there. Now, when you get to the sides, what I like to do is, this is right here, or this vinyl's touching this right here, so I'm going to cut a little bit extra off. And just cut lightly and go along the wall of this. And what I'm doing is, I like to be nice and tight, more realistic. So what I do is I sneak it under, right behind the door. So I'm cutting the bottom part right now, and what I'm doing, I'm just sneaking it right at the edge of the weather stripping, or not weather stripping, but the strip. Same thing, I'm going to cut right where that door handle is. You take your time. Okay, so what I do right now, I can feel where I know exactly where the weather or the stripper is right here. And I'm lightly cutting the vinyl. So it is a nice, clean, sharp edge right there. I don't know if you can see that or not. Okay, so next, hit the other side. And I'm going to do is I'm going to cut just a little bit right here so it's a little more flexible. I'm doing more of a kind of a upward cut. Okay. Same thing down here. I'm going to cut right at the edge, and I'm going to do a downward cut, so I have extra vinyl down here. It just makes it easier to go wrap around the edge. And I'm just using my fingers and just going right back there. Same thing. Got extra right here, so what I'm going to do, there's the edge of this right here. I'm just going to go right to it. Cut straight down. So when you pull on inwards, it doesn't grab right here. If you got any questions, comment down below, and I'll respond after I get done working on this one. So I'm cutting the bottom part now, and also I'm going to cut the top, and I can see right where the door is at. And just take your time. Okay? Now I'm going to do is cut where the stripper is and go all the way down, lightly cut it. You're not digging in. There. And then if you have a little extra, you can just shove it underneath the stripper. Okay, so far it's looking pretty good. Next is I'm going to hit the bottom right here. And sometimes what I normally do is I get it really good. You know what? Actually, you know what? I'm going to probably... No, I'm going to... actually leave it. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut right here on the edge. Cut right here down. And just kind of walk it. At the end of this wrapping, what I can do, I'm going to use a heat dryer, or heat gun. But if you don't have a heat gun or a blowtorch, you can use a blow dryer, hot blow dryer, and just sit on there. You can actually start seeing the vinyl melt a little bit. And when you do that, that's a good time to stop. But what it does, it just adheres the vinyl to the mini fridge a little bit better. Okay, so this handle, I'm definitely going to cut right here. Okay, so I'm going to just dig in right there, just so I can see where I should cut. The beauty of the mini fridge wraps, and I get this a lot for the customers, they have old mini fridge wraps, or mini fridges, that are just fine, you know, back in the 70s, you know, the old 70s mini fridges, and they work just fine, and they just don't want to spend the money on a new mini fridge but the mini fridges are ugly, but if you wrap them, they look brand new. And also, you can see what your style or theme or your passion is. Okay, so next we're going to do, I'm going to hit the sides next. Okay? So, 1, 2 sides. Match that too. So I don't know if you can see it. Well, you can't see it, but there's a little X right here and a little X right here. And this one, it's going to wrap all the way around. So make sure I got the right one on. Alright, once again, I pull the backing down about 5 inches, so just enough to tack it. I kind of look for the markers. It's right there. And then so you can see I'm just readjusting it. This is the perfect time to adjust what you're doing right now. Make sure it goes all the way down. Make sure it wraps all the way. Make sure it just goes straight down. Okay. Just tack it in with your fingers. And of course, I like to overlap it a little bit. And I'm going to cut the excess off up here probably, because when you install the top part, it'll overlap too, so it's no big deal. Okay. Again, pull the backing down a little bit and just kind of work your way, and I'm not pushing hard. Do a 45-degree angle, so what it does, it forces the air bubbles that way and down, and you're barely, I'm just barely pushing on the vinyl. And like I said, if you got any comments or questions, comment down below. Okay, I'm starting to form now. Now on the corners right here, I go right where the corner's at, and I do go almost straight forward. I wrap it all the way. Oh, actually, let's do the bottom so it doesn't. There's excess right down here, so what I'm trying to do is I'm going to find the bottom. Okay. Turn this all the way around so you guys can see. So I just have a little extra over here, and I'm just to make it seal up a little bit more. I'm just cutting a little downwards for that one. Okay, that one's done. Same thing on this one. What I like to do is I like to do like a right at the edge of the corner. I do like a 45-degree angle up. I don't know if you can see that. Straight up. And just kind of walk it and use your fingers. I like using my fingers, so right about there. And what I do is I put my blade against here and I kind of just walk it so it's a nice straight level. Same thing with the top. Because remember, we're going to put a top on top of this. So I just kind of put my blade on top of the mini fridge, and I'm just kind of walking it. So you get a nice straight, clean edge. Okay. So a little fine tuning, you should have. That looks pretty good. So far, it's starting to turn into a wooden box. Actually, it looks really good now. I checked for air bubbles. No air bubbles. Okay, next, I'm going to hit this side. Same thing. Hopefully you can see that. Now, if you have any promotional mini fridges you want to get done for your business, I can do that. I can do 1, 2, 100, 1,500. It's totally up to you guys. And if you don't feel comfortable wrapping this, and if you got a lot you need to wrap, you can call me for an estimate, and we can do everything for you. It's no big deal. Okay, so I got a little, I'm looking for the corner right there, and I'm going to walk it to this corner right here. Just like that. And make sure it goes all the way down straight. Same thing. Okay. Squeegee. guess this time we can just probably hit the top, get that out of the way. Now, grab the bottom of the paper and just kind of pull it down, and you just kind of slowly just kind of walk it down. 45-degree angle all the way down. Not too hard to do. Find where the bottom of the mini fridge is at and just kind of walk it. Okay, next, let's hit the sides right here. Same thing, I'm going to aim for this right here. Because you don't need a lot of vinyl to wrap around the edge. Okay. Okay. So when you open the door, you're not going to see too much of that. Next, stop. Let's see, let's try to figure out how I can do this with you guys watching. Oh, at the back. Let's do this. Let's see if this works. Maybe not. Here, David. You want it? Switch this around. Here, David. Come over here. Okay, so this is the top. Just enough to tack it on. Make sure where the let's do this. There's that little thing right there that's getting. There. Overlapping there. Back end's not too important. Okay. Said. Okay, so when you get to right here, you actually pull it off, and I would just walk it in, get as close as you can. See how close that gets. And sometimes what you could do is use this. A lot of times actually I do. I use this as a guide. Your scraper. And actually it shoves the vinyl in the corners. Okay. So it shoves it in there so you don't have to worry. And then it's a guard, so when you do the vinyl, it doesn't go inwards and destroy your piece. Okay, next, just kind of look at everything. Okay, so what I do next is start from the middle, and the only thing you're doing is you're just pushing against the side, and it just walks it basically. Put that right back on. Back is not too, I do like a 45-degree angle right at the edge of it. Same thing. You find that little corner, do a 45, and then straight. You just walk it. Same thing here. Look how clean and sharp that edge looks just by walking it over. Next is you need to open the door. You don't want to cut this off because it goes on the inside of the fridge. Like so. Kind of walk it like that. the side right here that I has a little extra, it looks funny. Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a 45-degree angle, just like that. Okay. That white paper again. Okay. Thank you, David. All right, so what you're seeing right here, it's actually a what's called a wooden box, and it's on rmwrapstore.com, but also on rmwraps.com. And you can transform your box or actually your mini fridge into something like this. So you just tell me what you think. If you have any ideas, any design work you want done, any promotional, let me know. This is only the one of a kind mini fridge wrap from RM Wraps. So if you got any comments or questions, comment down below. And if you want to contact me, my name is Randy Miller. At phone number is 208-696-1180. You can actually email me at rmwraps